name is Kiara Brown. I am the recruiting specialist here at Case Staffing. Today we will have training on all about recruitment. If you have any questions during training, feel free to stop me at any time. I've also provided you with a participant's guide as well as a notebook. In your participant's guide, there is a section located in there that provides you with blank spacing so you can write down notes for any questions that you may have after the training is going on, as well as a pretest. After I give you a brief introduction, I'm going to let you go ahead and start your pretest.
Okay.
Case Staffing. So Case Staffing is a staffing facility that recruits well-qualified candidates to staff customers in our surrounding area. Case take pride in selection to ensure we are sending only the best, highly qualified candidates to each location as they represent the bigger picture and reflect our company, okay? So today I'm basically going to try to work with you to give you some skills as well as strategies to ensure that you are successful in your new career.
Okay.
So our objectives will be for this training. By the end of this training session, you will know you will know the purpose of your position. You will also know how to begin recruiting for specific positions. You will be able to understand the process of recruitment and what recruiters must look for, and also have an understanding of the skills necessary to be a successful recruiter. So before we begin, I will have you go ahead and answer some questions on your pretest.
Okay. You want me to write it on here or just?
Yes, so you're able to write your answer in, and I will go over it and read it. And your pretest will not be counted against you at all. It's just for us to be able to see where your knowledge is. All right, so the first question, Sally is a recruiter at the firm. She has a classmate come in and applies for a job. Sally overlooks all applicant experience and gives the job to her friend Amanda with no experience. Is this a fair practice? Your answer was no. What should be the biggest factor in a resume to help consideration? Skills defined that. Okay.
That match the job description.
Okay, good. And what is the first step in recruiting?
Defining the specifics for the position.
Okay, all great answers. Okay, so we're going to get back to the PowerPoint and the training. In today's agenda, the first thing we will do is define recruitment. Next, go over the succession of recruiters, how to do it, the skills needed, and take a practice test, okay? Recruitment. Recruitment is the process of finding and hiring the best qualified candidates for a job opening in a timely and cost-effective manner. Recruitment is also searching for an individual that possesses the skills and experience needed to fulfill a job opening. I'm pretty sure you were aware of what recruitment and recruiting is as you applied for this position, but do you have any further questions?
Not yet, nope.
Okay. Rights. Recruiters must remain fair at all times during the recruitment and placement process. Recruiters should not use non-related job preconceived notions regarding applicants, including all discriminatory factors keeping non-discriminatory factors out of the process. Title IX protects workers as well as applicants from discrimination. Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination in hiring, promotion, discharge, pay, fringe benefits, job training, classification, referral, and other aspects of employment on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. The law is enforced by the EEOC. Title V of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, national origin in programs and activities that receive federal financial assistance. This law is enforced by the Civil Rights Center. So do you have any questions about rights or what we should consider when hiring and what discriminatory factors would be in the hiring selection process? Okay. What does it take to be successful? Before we go into this, just give me a couple things that, off the top of your head, that you would consider skills that a recruiter would need to be successful.
How to compare job skills to job experience on a resume. Consistency and good communication once you are talking to candidates.
Great. Okay. So to be a successful recruiter, one must be able to stay motivated. So you should be able to work by yourself. You shouldn't have someone should not have to come tell you every day, we need you to recruit for this job. If you know that there's a job opening, we expect you to come in, get to work. If you have applicants or candidates, go ahead and set up your interviews and start screening candidates. Attention to detail. Of course, you need great attention to detail while screening candidates. So you can look through their experience and see who would be a great fit. Able to multitask. Of course, we'll hit you possibly with 2 or 3 different candidates for different locations. It could be different jobs. We can have you all over the place sometimes, as well as being a good listener, good communication skills, and driven, okay? This here is a recruitment chart. It basically tells you how the recruitment process starts. Okay, so here you have recruitment in the middle. You focus on whatever your job is. You have to remain professional at all times. You're searching for the company. Of course, you're hiring, as well as interviewing the candidate, okay? Steps. So here are some steps in our current recruitment tracker. So here, these are the steps that we try to enforce, or not necessarily drill in your head. These are our steps. You can take these as what they are if you want to add in or switch it up or figure out what works for you, okay?
Okay.
But our first step is to learn the company you are recruiting for, get personal with your client, learn the ins and outs of the job and the client's expectations. Next is create a chart of needed weaknesses and strengths for the role and keywords to look for within the candidate's resume. After that, post the opening. Use search engines such as we currently use Indeed, Career Builder, LinkedIn, Monster, our company website, and if you have any other websites that you've used in the past, we're open to using those. You're more than welcome to use those. And after that, the research begins. Scan through all submissions and comb through resumes and applicants' experience to see how you can narrow down the top 5 candidates with the best experience. So after you have your top 5 candidates, phone screen the top 5 by phone to help weed out as many as you can to at least get 3. Once you have those 3, set up the candidates for face-to-face interviews, watch the candidate's body language, and pay close attention to how they answer behavioral-based questions. After that, think on it. Take some time to think on it, see how they did in the interview. And after that, try to pick at least 2 to set up a final interview with. And then after that, bring back your resume. We can sit down, discuss it, and make an offer to your final candidate, okay? Any questions on the steps? And inside of your participants guide, there's also a copy of the PowerPoint presentation, so at any time if you need to go back over these steps or look again, you will have access to it.
So once you define the position, is there a certain approval that is needed? Kind of like a rec approval for a client or for my superior before I post the position?
So yes, before the position is posted, you will go to whoever is assigned as your hiring manager. You will go to your hiring manager and have them sign off on the rec approval.
Okay.
So it will give you the basis of pay, the hours for the position, and all of the details that you will need to relate to the candidate.
Okay, got it.
So here is a clip of a video that shows.
We're recording. Go ahead, Karen.
Here is a clip of a video that shows resume tips. I'm gonna press play on the video to let you get a quick overview of what most recruiters look for and tips on how to scan through the resumes.
I think she was leaving.
Alright, so that was a quick little video that gave you some tips on what to look for in a resume and how to screen. Do you have any questions? Okay. Alright, practice. So now let's practice this. Pretend you are a recruiter looking for an experienced cook. I will list some resumes. I will give you 3 resumes and I'll give you 20 seconds to look over each. I'm gonna have you do a quick little scan of them and let me know which one that you feel would be well suited for a cook position.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah. You want to say that last one over there?
Okay, see?
C, yes.
Correct. If you chose resume C, you are in fact correct. See how attention to detail comes into play when scanning through resumes? So the experience listed that would qualify him for a cook position would be sous chef since 2010 to 2015 and a chef from 2015 to present. Any questions? Do you have any questions on the skills or steps you should take or what you should look for as a new recruiter so far?
Okay. Not yet. Maybe once I get into it, maybe I'll have questions then as far as your process goes, but not right now.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So thank you for participating in my training. Located in your take-home participants guide, you will find a survey. Please complete the survey in an honest manner to help me improve my training for the future. Also, in this participants guide, I have included several areas of information discussed in today's training that you will be able to look back on. So if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to put them down and then come back and see me in the office. But now I'm also gonna have you go ahead and take your post test.
Okay.
Take your post test. I have a couple questions for you.
Okay. How long should it take a recruiter to skim through a resume? On your video, it said 6 seconds. It's typically how long a recruiter takes to skim over it. And the law that protects the candidate from discrimination is Title VII.
Correct.
What should be the biggest factor in a resume to help with consideration? the job title, the place of employment, and how long they were there,
Good job.
and how it compares to what you're looking for, the experience that you're looking for.
Okay.
And the first step in recruiting is defining the specific job that you need to recruit for, and the qualifications that you're looking for in a candidate.
Great job, Ashley. Great
Okay.
job.
Awesome.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna have you just complete the survey.
Okay.
Once you're done with the survey, just leave the survey for me because it will help me. It will help me prepare for my future trainings and
Okay.
let me know what I need to work on. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.